Good nerds, it's your boy out here, Lego Tune. I'm back with another Nations Talk. Unfortunately, my co-host Lego Design is busy taking care of personal business. He will be back for the next one. So, without further ado, I have a special guest. His name is Irish Rodeo, or you may have seen him in a couple of older videos. He hasn't been recently on the main stage, big screen, computer screen, phone screen, whatever you watch our videos on. But what's up, my man?
What's up, Tune? What's up, guys? It's your boy Lego Irish, as of now, or used to know me as Irish Rodeo. But it's great to be here, and thank you for having me on. Actually, Tune.
Or Blair Lunar. I remember
Oh
that
yeah,
name.
or popcorn titties too.
Oh my god, those are pretty old names. What's going on, man? I'm glad to finally get you on the show. Today we're gonna be talking about pub stars versus competitive players.
Okay, yeah.
Basically, what's the difference and like mindset wise, not really skill based wise, because obviously a competitive player is gonna be a little bit better because he competes for money. And we're talking more along the lines of top amateur pro players, not really the low amateur players. Okay. Well, I guess I'm a. If there was three tiers, tier one being the best, I would say that I'm a tier two competitive player. I've been doing it for a long time. But anyways, man, yeah, I'm finally get your ass on here. It's been a little while. Now we tried recording this video once already. Iris was really laggy, so we're gonna redo it. We didn't get too far into it, so that's okay. So we're gonna do it over now. And now we have some time, time to rethink our answers now that maybe I can actually fucking hear you this time.
Hey man, come on. I'm sorry. I got the welfare internet. That's not my problem. Like, I'm trying my best.
Yeah. All right, man. So here's my issue with some pub players. Now you're obviously a pretty high pub player, pub star. We'll call you pub star. I do play pubs with you very often. What I don't really understand and I could use a pretty good example, is basically like my brother who thinks that he's the best in the world and can beat me all the time, but in reality he's just a pub player. And yeah, he's good in pubs. He's good in pubs.
Yeah.
But when it comes to a competitive aspect, a tournament-based atmosphere or pool play, he wouldn't stand a chance because he doesn't understand it. He uses, I don't know. It's just weird, but like. That's what I want to find out from you since you are at PubStar. Okay, how can someone not use toughness? Like, what goes through your mind? Like, when I see people not using toughness or not using blast of pressure, or we'll go back to Black Ops 2, not using toughness or not using dexterity well, I can understand not using dexterity because I didn't use it on some classes because I replaced it with, Dead Silence or Extreme Conditioning or Tac Mask. But toughness being a key, like, because have you always used it, or did you learn it from someone, or what?
Well, for me, like some classes, I actually do not use toughness. But that's like when my sniper classes and everything, I don't need toughness because I'm not gonna challenge up close with a sniper. For me, I know.
But what if someone challenges you up close?
When someone challenges me up close, well then I hope I can quick shot really well, or I'll pull out my side, my secondary, and then I'll just hip fire with it. And for my hip fire, like on Advanced Warfare, I'd run the Moors with the Bal Inferno, and I would just hip fire with the Inferno.
Okay. Okay.
So like, and if you were same aspect, we're playing Black Ops 2, I'd be sniping with the DSR, and if someone does the same thing, I'd pull out my secondary, and I'd use a Scorpion with a laser sight attachment.
Okay. Fair enough. Now, but when you're sniping and you don't have toughness on, say even you're across the map. Say me, for example, if I had a Bal cross map and I seen that you had a sniper rifle, I'd still put shots your way. Because a lot of people that play in pub matches, to me, they're not going to be the best snipers. Because, most of those people are either playing one shot or something else. So I'm going to put shots your direction, and without having toughness on, your body's going to flinch, which going to, first of all, make your scope go everywhere.
Well, yeah.
Make it harder for you to move. So, like, why not use it when you have advantages to it, you see? So
yeah, you have a lot of advantages to it and everything at the time, but when you're mostly, this is what you're going to use that class for, you're rarely going to run into someone like you that's going to shoot me across the map with a Bal.
Yeah,
so
true.
You're rarely going to run into those scenarios, so you're most likely better off without it. For me, I make all my classes, and I think long term, how am I going to use this class more often? How am I going to use this class to get kills? Like, see, when I go to
Mm-hmm.
challenge someone, I have toughness with blast suppressor actually on, and I'll run a speakeasy with an obsidian steed for if I'm in really close quarters or I'm mid range to long range.
Now, speaking of that, you being a pub star, do you actually like the variant weapons in Advanced Warfare, or do you, like me as a competitive player, think that it absolutely destroyed the game?
Well, for me, I actually like the variants. I think it gives the game a different aspect. It's like a lottery chance. I think you get a chance to have a better weapon because
Mm-hmm.
every game, say it or not, has had its weapons. It's had the most OP
Mm-hmm.
weapon variant or not.
No,
Like
I do agree with you on that.
like if
I
you
do agree with
take Black Ops, you have the FAMAS. Oh my goodness, the FAMAS was they barely buffed the FAMAS too, and the FAMAS melts anyone.
you. Mm-hmm.
Same thing, like you could have the Galil with an if you ran Warlord, you could have the Galil with the silencer with a red dot, and that is just it melts people. It melts them.
Mm-hmm.
Or you take Black Ops 2 with the MP7, and you put a long barrel, FMJ, and foregrip. You pretty much
Oh,
have it. You have
I
an
wouldn't
assault
really
rifle with a
say
submachine gun.
I wouldn't really say MP7 for Black Ops 2. I'd go along the lines of M8, AN, and
Yeah,
MSMC and Scorpion.
and 49 or 94,
AN 94,
and
yeah.
and 94,
Yeah.
and the M8. Oh my goodness, those
Yeah.
guns just melt, and they're not even variants.
Yeah, true.
Because I just feel like people like the only bad thing I can see people like they have a terrible they have a terrible repercussion of using them. You lose mobility, you lose handling, you lose accuracy. Like take the
Mm-hmm.
MSMC Strider, you get
The
plus
ASM1 Strider.
yeah ASM1 Strider.
Mm-hmm.
You get I think it's +2 or +3 damage, but it's +2 damage, but you lose 3 accuracy. So
Mm-hmm.
you have 2 accuracy, but you have 12 damage. So you give up a little bit confidence from middle, and people need that more accuracy, even with foregrip, to get their kills. And they don't like that they have to have all this and they're still down. I
Yeah.
think the only reason is because you can get a variant that is overpowered. Yes, I could see that. But when Advanced Warfare first started off, the ASM-1 was overpowered. The BAL 27 was overpowered. It was ridiculous. What was that? The ASM-1 had the first 3 bullets were faster than all the rest of the bullets.
Yeah.
And I believe it was actually a higher damage too. So you could, in general and everything, they've done a lot of buffing with all the weapons, but it's just more of a preference. For me, I like it. It's like saying, elite weapon. Yes.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, I have an elite weapon and I'm going to use it. Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Okay. See, and that's a pub person's mindset, guys, right there. Me, on the other hand, this is how I feel. Variant weapons broke Advanced Warfare, in my opinion. Maybe for pub. But okay, first of all, they did a real shitty job. Like the game. Okay, I'll take this game, and I would make love with this game over playing Ghost again any day. So don't get me wrong. 'Cause I don't hate this game. I do like this game, and I do enjoy it because it is something different. It's fast paced, and I like playing fast paced game modes. I do enjoy this game. Remember that I do enjoy this game really well. Okay, because I don't want you guys to think I'm hating on the game. It's not the game I'm hating on. It's the variant weapons that I do not like. Because of the simple fact, the variant weapons are more along the lines of me when I play competitive. Okay, say I want to go. Okay, most of the time it doesn't affect me because we're either scrimming, which is in private matches anyways, or we're playing GBs, which people in GBs still use variants and get away with it. That's for another topic that gets me heated up. I'm so pissed off about that. But anyways, it's when you go into rank play. Rank play sucks dick on Advanced Warfare, okay? And then they allow you to use these variant weapons. So, rank play is supposed to be a competitive aspect game mode for Advanced Warfare. So, people like Irish yourself can go in there and play competitive games, competitive maps, and feel like you're getting better at the game or feel like you're a competitive player. But when you're able to use variant weapons in there, okay, you're supposed to go in there to play competitive, just like you see on MLG or that you watch like UMG Dallas, UMG Cali, or whatever it is that you're able to watch. But they allow you to use variant weapons, which makes it very unfair because most people that go in there, like myself or my teammates, we're gonna have the stock ASM1, the stock BAL, stock sniper rifles, and we're going against Obsidian Steeds, which are 2 times more powerful than you, going against a Speakeasy, which the fire rate is ridiculous. Yeah, we can still kill them. We stand a chance because we're good players. But the fact is that they're using that, and we'll get fucked over because of those variant weapons. I've seen people streaming all the time on Twitch that think they're fucking god players, and people look at them like they're god players. But when you sit there and you see what they're using only the ASM1 Speakeasy or the Strider, only the Inferno or the God, what's the other battle? I'm sorry, Steed, and yet they're getting praised for it. Like, they're not good players for that. Like, I think they're absolute shit. You put a regular bow or something in their hand, I'm gonna shit on them any day. That's how I feel like variants broke the game, by making people think they're good, and I don't think they are. I think they shouldn't.
All right. So how I see it is, how you hate it. You hate it because they allow variants into ranked play. If ranked play did not have variants, I think you would have no problem about the game.
Yeah, exactly. But I play 90% of ranked play.
Yeah. See, well, me, I play 90%. Or I play about 98% public matches. Yeah, exactly. And to me and everything, like, all right, the competitive level. Because I've been in games and everything where we've gone against high. When me and you are both ranked in the top 400 for uplink on a 360. When we're up there, we're facing great players at a high level in public matches. But the same point and everything for that and everything, there's more people. You kind of need that advantage with the Speakeasy or Steed or Inferno. You need that kind of advantage with the AK-12 RIP. That gives you the advantage to get over your enemies in pub matches. So myself, if I can get 30 kills with a Speakeasy, I'm gonna take that every single time, period.
But at the same time, I can get 30 kills with a regular ASM1.
True, but see,
so are you bringing in skill based?
I'm bringing in
aspect.
Yes, I'm bringing some skill based because I feel like it evens out the playing field to a certain distinct. Yes, it does. Because I've pulled DNA bombs without variants, but I can do it easier. I can do it much easier with variants. Variants make public matches a little more better. I can say wise.
So you're saying that for the average Joe who works 5/10s, comes home, plays this game casually, not even every day, maybe every other day, maybe for 2 or 3 hours a day, that the variant weapons are what makes him feel like he's a good player.
In the aspect, you could think that wise, yes.
Okay, all right.
But
so,
it's at this.
Go ahead.
No, but I was just thinking, like, all right, you think it comes down to skill wise. You don't like, okay, you need skill still to use a bow, because a bow, Obsidian Steed, it's a 3, 5, and 4 shot, 3 close range, 5 long range, and 4 medium range to kill someone center mass, any distance. I believe the AK-12 RIP when it first came out, it was 3 range. It was 3, 4, 3. And yeah, that is probably a bullet or shy less than each one of their counterparts that are just the standard. But at the same point and everything, like, it takes, I think, some skill to actually use them too, because of, like I was saying earlier, they always come with a down effect about them. There's some weapons, like, you can give up 3 mobility for +2 handling and 1 accuracy.
But you can also counter that kind of stuff, though. You see what I'm saying? Like, okay, say we'll just take any gun for example. Okay, so these are not the exact specs. 100%, these are not what they actually are. But we're just gonna say this for example. We'll say we have the Obsidian Steed. Like I said, these are not the exact stats, so don't be fucking going crazy in the comments. I'm just saying. So we'll say say it comes with +3 damage, -1 accuracy, -3 mobility. Okay? So you lose movement speed with your mobility, and you lose accuracy. Now, me being a player, not all players will do this, but me understanding how you bring up it comes with the downfall. You add 2 mobility when you add stock to your weapon. so you're only really -1 mobility. And that -1 accuracy, you get +2 accuracy when you add a grip to your weapon. So you're actually +1. So the only thing you're losing is 1 mobility.
Yeah, I could see that.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's some things that counterpart that. I've seen videos where you can make, I believe it's the ASM-1 Reckless, and you can turn that certain professional weapon variant into sort of like the Strider or a Speakeasy, because the fire rate.
All you gotta do is add stock to it and add extended mag. That's it.
Yeah, that's it. And then you got the Speakeasy right there, pretty much in a professional weapon.
Yeah.
So I can see that, but you could pretty much do that same thing. You can add attachments to all the other weapons too.
See, so even though it comes with a downfall, you can always counteract it. Yeah, you will be down something eventually, but like I'm saying, I just think that, and just my opinion as a professional, or not professional, sorry, amateur player, I just think they broke the game in that aspect.
Dude, that's an opinion that can't be made by us two. It's a fence that people have to choose what side they want to go on.
No, but I'm saying, like, there's a lot of people out there that agree with me, and there's going to be a lot of people out there that agree with you. There's nothing, there's no offense taken to anyone. They know, they've been watching. We bring this stuff out and we talk about it because it's what people think, but a lot of people won't talk about it. All right, so another thing I want to talk on is like the mindset of somebody that in a public match sits there and he'll be like, okay, so I don't really know how to explain it, but excuse me 1 second. Oh fuck, excuse me guys. Like they'll use certain things, like they'll use. Going back, let's go back to Black Ops 2, something that's very popular. Or not very popular, but most people could relate to. You have an M8A1, okay?
Alright.
One of the most overpowered guns in the game. One of them, not the most. I think they're pretty sure the AN is more overpowered than the M8. Okay, but the M8 is a real powerful weapon, okay? So on that M8, it's the most powerful weapon if you had stock, reflex, and grip. Or quick draw is what they call it. Yeah, quick draw in that game. Quick draw, stock, and a red dot is very OP. Or you could use stock, quick draw, or stock grip, reflex, whatever. But then there's people that have the mindset of, I need a suppressor on that gun. Let me put suppressor with a foregrip, and they think it's the god, and they ask you, how are you so good with that weapon? And you're like, well, you need to try this, this, and this. And they're like, but I really like it this way. Well, you're not going to really do that well. Why would you downgrade such a weapon? Because you got to figure, you lose range, you lose a little bit of range with it, and power at range. And you don't have the movement speed of someone who's running stock and quick draw. Like, how being, I don't know, it's hard to explain it, but I just don't understand what goes through people's mind when they do stuff like that to certain weapons.
Well, it's just on how they're going to use the weapon mostly. Like, say, if I go into a match or anything and I'm 4-bar and I got a solid 4-bar, I'm going to use the M8A1 because I can one-shot. If I get all 4 bullets hit first round, one shot. No problem about it. But at the same time and everything, if you run, like you're saying, I'd run foregrip, FMJ, and silencer, and pretty much like you're saying earlier, it pretty much cancels each other out.
Yeah.
So now you get a silenced weapon that's overpowered, but you don't have stock, so you can't turn aim much faster, but it still gets the job done.
I guess it also depends on your playing style. I mean,
as me and everything,
me being a fast-paced player, I guess it would be a little bit different.
Well, I don't consider you as fast of a player. I consider me a fast player. You, when you get killed, you sit back and reanalyze what you're gonna do, and you sit back and you get, like you said, you cut corners off and everything. You look for midways. Me, I go in, I push mid-map, and I keep pushing forward until they keep spawning or they spawn behind me, and I'm going back and forth between both sides of the map consistently, while you're holding down a certain area or watching cutoffs. To that extent.
All right, true that. All right, guys. Well, if you agree with me, then you agree with me. If you agree with the Irish, I still love you. It's the same thing. I mean, everyone's gonna have their own opinions on what they agree with. I know a lot of people will agree with me, and a lot of people will agree with Irish. So, hope you guys enjoyed the little time that we had, and we talked about this. Just like I said, for the fact that I just wanted to, understand what people think about it. And Irish brought up some good points, and I'm pretty sure that he thinks the same. That I brought up some pretty good points myself, and we'll have to see. We'll see what people will comment on about and stuff like that. But now we're gonna do a little bit of fact or fiction, and Irish has a story for us. It's not a gaming story. It's more about the world story. He found it and he wanted to bring it up to you guys before we ended the show with some fact or fiction. So, all right, Irish. So, go ahead and tell me the story that you have.
All right, so I was scrolling through Facebook like usual and everything when I'm bored. And I saw a story today when I was at work, and it's on I Fucking Love Science. And it was telling me that there's only one white rhino left in the world, actually. And I was like, really? And it's a number of animals that we actually had gone extinct, but this is the last one. It's a male, and he's endangered because poachers love to kill them and just take them for their horns. These massive creatures, they just take them for their small horns, and their value is more than gold. To an extent, it's valued paid in gold. But right now, he's the last one. They've tried multiple breeding attempts, and they have dozens and dozens of semen and eggs from the other white rhinos before they died or were poached and killed.
Mm-hmm.
And so they can find another rhino once they finally... what is it? Oh my goodness. Alright, once they get the baby pretty much made, then they'll have the hostess, like, for the mother, everything incented and put into the female rhino. But right now the rhino is on, I believe, a 40-acre land, and it's guarded 24/7 with 40 guards armed every day, all day, 365 days a year. And he's 35 years old, and I thought it was just crazy. Like, we have to go to this extent to keep the last animal on Earth of its breed alive.
Damn,
and I was like, if you think about it, that's like, we have this side of the world to us and everything, lolly dolly. You see animals, you go to the zoo and you're like, mommy, what's that? Mommy, what's that? Oh, this is the last animal in the world, because people don't know how to learn what to do.
Wow.
And it's just...
That's insane. Well, there you go, you guys. Stay away from rhinos, and if you know any rhino people that can help out, then definitely you should get in contact with those people. You can go check it out on Facebook at I Love Fucking Science. Is that correct?
Yep.
All right. Now we're going to get in with a little bit of fact or fiction here. I'm going to have the first question for Iris, and you can answer. Okay, this is going to be about the tree. The world's widest tree covers more land than the average Walmart. True or false? You got 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7.
Tallest tree cover.
No,
false.
The widest,
false.
not tallest. False? That is actually true.
Wow.
The world's widest tree covers more land than the average Walmart. The Great Banyan Tree is 156,000 square feet wide.
Jesus,
the average
like...
Walmart is 105,000 square feet.
Wow.
Where is that located? I don't... Oh, India. Excuse me. India. India is where it's located at. Alrighty. It's 250-year-old banyan tree with aerial roots, covers 3 to 5 square acres of land, which equals roughly 156,000 square feet, or 14,000 square meters.
Wow.
That is incredible. That is incredible. Alright, what about you, Irish? Do you have any fact or fiction questions?
Alright, I have one. Okay, this one you might have heard about and everything when we were younger kids.
Mm-hmm.
In 1997, episode of Pokemon triggered the epileptic seizures in over 600 children across the world.
That's true.
That is actually fiction.
Oh, really? I thought.
Yeah, the rumor has actually spread like wildfire, and as his show peaked in ratings, yet no complaints, no video or anything or any information shows that it happened. They say less than 1/4 of the actual had photosynthesized seizures actually happen.
Wow, okay. Well
Yeah.
then,
So it's
That
like
is intense.
a couple kids that had
I've
it,
heard
but
the rumor when I was younger. That's why I just remember hearing that and it clicked. Kind of like, oh yeah, that is true. I remember that.
yeah.
But that's crazy that it's a rumor. I didn't know that. All right. Well, I guess we're both 0-0 right now. All right, here we go.
All right.
Number 2 question for you. I don't know how to say this correctly, so I'm gonna try. It's an Eastern European country. It's Bangladesh.
Desh.
Yeah.
Bangladesh.
Yeah, Bangladesh has more people than Russia. True or false?
Bangladesh. Where is that located? Oh my goodness, where is it located?
It's south of China.
South of China?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, then that's a fact.
Yes, that is true, which is crazy because listen to this little factoid. Excuse me. Russia may span 9 times the size of Bangladesh and covers more surface area than Pluto. As the world's largest country, but the tiny Bangladesh, slightly bigger than the size of New York State, has a population of 156 million people, while in Russia, the population is only 143 million.
Wow.
I did not know that. That was kind of crazy, but also kind of cool. What about you? Got any more questions?
Well, I got one. I think it's pretty simple. So me and you both chew. Yes, I occasionally smoke here and there. Depends on the day. So you remember the advertisements for the Marlboro Men, right?
God, yeah.
Yeah, he's always sitting on a ranch or anything. He says when he gets to his piece and all this, he goes to have a nice smoke of a nice Marlboro.
Yeah.
It says that he died of lung cancer. Was that true or false?
I believe that was false.
Wrong. It was actually true that the Marlboro Man died of lung cancer smoking cigarettes.
Wow. Alrighty then. Well, says smoking does kill though, but
yeah.
This is an interesting fact here that I didn't know about. It says there's a nuclear bomb lost somewhere off the coast of Georgia. It's actually called the H bomb drop area.
Wait, off Georgia, the H bomb drop area?
Yes. It says there's a nuclear bomb lost somewhere off the coast of Georgia.
There's actually no. I want to say that is true.
Okay, it is true. It says on February.
I think you actually asked this. What I know, because there was when they were transporting in cargo planes, a cargo plane crashed with a nuclear warhead near a city in Georgia, but it did not detonate.
Yeah, that's true. That's exactly what I was gonna actually read. On February 5th, 1958. An Air Force jet crashed into a B-47 bomber carrying a 7,000-pound nuclear bomb. The pilot worried the bomb might break loose from the damaged plane, dropped it into the water outside of Savannah, Georgia, near Wasabi Sound? Wassaw Sound. I get what? The Navy searched for the bomb for months, but there was never able to recover it.
Wow. That's crazy to think that it's just that much power is just sitting there.
Exactly.
All right, so
kind of scary almost.
Yeah, that is actually pretty scary because I'm in Georgia, so
yeah.
Yeah, I'm only 20 minutes from the ocean too, so yeah. Hey guys, thanks for now. I'm not gonna be able to sleep.
Yeah, right.
All right, Toon. So I see it as the score is what? 2-0 in my favor?
Yeah, 2-0 your favor.
All right, I have a fact or fiction for you.
Mm-hmm.
Between 1900 and 1920, the tug of war wasn't an Olympic event.
It wasn't?
Was or wasn't?
I believe, as crazy as it sounds, I'm just going to say it was.
You are correct.
Wow.
For 20 years, tug of war was an Olympic event.
Wow. That's crazy.
And it was a team of 9 men versus 9 men.
Here's a fun little thing for you.
All right, I'm listening.
Okay, is North Korea and Finland... Okay, now you can't look this up. You gotta just think off the top of your head.
All right.
Does North Korea and Finland... Are they separated by only one country?
Yes.
That is true. Says North Korea and Finland are technically separated by only one country. Says Russia shares a 10.5-mile border along the Tumen River with North Korea and an 833-mile border with Finland.
Dude, you
That
can't
is
ask me. You can't ask me
crazy.
that. I was stationed.
Well,
in South
I
Korea for
knew.
years.
Yeah.
You're giving me these.
All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and ask you a couple more, just because you basically already won. All right. So this is another one. Heroin ? Was once used to treat child sicknesses.
True.
That is true. That is crazy. That was true.
I know a lot of fucked up things.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Okay, so this one's kind of crazy.
All right.
I'm just gonna tell you this one because I think it's weird, or it's not really weird.
Let me think about it.
Okay, ? A man received the highest honors of serving from both the Allies and against the Allies in World War II.
False.
That is actually true. A man received the highest honors in both the Allies and fighting against the Allies in World War II.
Wow.
His name is John. Pujol? I don't know how to say that. John Pujol Garcia. And he was a Spanish spy working as a double agent for both the Allies and the Nazis. He originally approached the Allies to work for them, but was declined, so he instead created a fake identification and began working for the Nazis, supplying them with false information. Soon, therefore, Garcia was accepted as a double agent for the Allies, after the Allies found out he was feeding them false information. Throughout his time as a double agent, Garcia gave the Nazis a mixture of false reports, true, but really non-hurtful information, a high-value information that had arrived a little too late. He and his British M15 handler even created a network of 27 fictional submarine agents who all received salaries from the Nazis and submitted exponential reports. Garcia was eventually given both the Iron Cross by the Germans and the most elected order by the British Empire.
Wow. That's crazy. Dude is pretty busy.
Yeah, I'd be kind of scared.
Makes me think of my old show, Burn Notice. I love that show.
It says, is Alaska the most eastern, western, and northern state of the United States?
The most eastern? What?
Is Alaska the most eastern / western and northern state in the U.S. states?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's kind of weird, but because for me it's only east. So, but to Russia it's west. You know, so it's kind of weird. Guess I don't know. That's kind of weird, but it's kind of cool as well.
Yeah.
Now I didn't know this, but I did after I read it because I thought it was pretty cool. It says the city of Chicago was raised over 2 foot during 1850 in the 60s without disrupting any daily life. That's kind of crazy.
Wow.
That's something. I don't know if it was because of earthquakes or something like that. There's also something weird that I found. It says a con man sold the Eiffel. I can't even say it. I'm sorry.
Eiffel Tower.
Eiffel Tower almost twice. And this is actually a true statement, and it has a little story down here. You can go look that up. That's kind of crazy. Like He sold
She just
it
wants to
almost
sell
right.
the Eiffel Tower.
Here's an actual a fact that I thought was pretty interesting when I found out. It says the woolly mammoth still roamed the earth while the pyramids were being built. There was not many left, but they soon became extinct afterwards.
Wow, that's crazy. Well, yeah, I
Yeah.
can picture they're in a desert, but then
Yeah.
everything used to be covered in ice. So
Yeah. I don't. I kind of picture it as a fucking buffalo with fucking horns. That's really the only thing I think of a woolly mammoth is. You know.
you just don't. You can't think of a furry elephant. What's wrong with thinking of a furry elephant?
Um, I don't know. I mean, that could be a furry elephant.
It's just like thinking Chewbacca hairless.
Well, I guess I could see a furless because like everything was covered in ice, so so their body adapted and grew hair. But
Yeah.
now since it's not, they don't have it. I could see that. I could see that, and them having long like tusks and stuff just to move like chunks of ice out of the way or something. I could see that happening. I don't know. We're getting off subject, but anyways, guys, this one went on for quite a while. I think we're sitting at about 35 minutes, maybe a little bit more than that. But we're just having fun talking, guys, and I hope you guys did enjoy that segment that we talked about. And God, whew. Anyways, Irish, thank you for coming on the show, man. Thank you for putting your input in on pub players and versus competitive players, man. I really do appreciate you coming on. I really did enjoy it.
Thanks, man. Thank you for actually having me on. I hope I get to do some more of these things with you.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And design. I can't forget about design. I love them too.
Yeah, true.
I just gotta take over a little bit once in a while. Just push my weight around.
Yeah, I feel you. Alright, guys, so we're going to end that one here. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Like I said, this is going to be up on Wednesday. It's supposed to go up on Tuesday. So hopefully it's up tomorrow if YouTube lets me upload it. I'm trying to have a couple COD videos come up too. So I hope you guys did enjoy it. And as always, this has been your boy LT or Lego Tune. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace!